Hi guys, welcome back to Making Food Monday. This week I'll be making something that I've never tried before. In fact, I'd never even heard of it until yesterday. And today I'm going to try making my own version of chicken curry pasta. For today's recipe, we will need some Normandy vegetables, which is broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. We'll need some golden curry sauce mix. I picked this up at Walmart. You'll need pasta, whatever your favorite is, and we're gonna need some olive oil. I've also, of course, got my chicken. These are thighs, about a pound to a pound and a half of chicken thighs, and one small onion. And that's all we're gonna need for our recipe today, guys. The first thing we're gonna do today is thaw our chicken in the microwave. While our chicken is thawing, we are going to go ahead and dice our onion. Okay, there we go. Nice, perfectly diced onion. Now before we add our onion to our pot, we're gonna go ahead and add just about a tablespoon or two of olive oil to the bottom of the pot. Then we're gonna go into our sear roast function and get that pot nice and hot. Once we get that pot heated up just a little, we're gonna go ahead and add our onions to the oil. And now we're gonna get our chicken cut into nice small bite-sized pieces. We're gonna take all of that chicken that we just cut up and we're gonna add it straight to the pot with our onions. And then we're gonna saute that chicken with the onion for just a minute. And once we get that chicken just barely started its cooking process, I'm gonna go ahead and add 4 cups of water, plus 2 more cups of water, like 6 cups of water total. And then I'm gonna add my pasta. Now my pasta is 17.6 ounces. So if you have less pasta than I do, you may wanna add less water than I am. I'm gonna add 6 cups of water and 17.6 ounces of pasta. Okay, now this part is important. We wanna make sure that we get all of our noodles under the water, but we do not want to stir them all the way to the bottom of the pot. Otherwise, the pot may not seal. It might stick to the bottom and then cause the pot to malfunction. So we don't want that. We just want to sink the noodles down into the water and leave them. Okay, now there's one thing that I did not add to the list of ingredients at the beginning, and that's because this part is optional. I'm gonna add 4 teaspoons of chicken bouillon powder, but you do not have to add this. I'm just thinking it's gonna add a little bit more flavor to my pasta. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. So I'm just gonna kind of stir the top and see if I can get my chicken bouillon powder to kind of mix in a little bit, but again, I do not want to mix my noodles. I just want to mix the chicken bouillon powder. And there we go. Now we're ready to seal up our pot. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and stop that because we're not gonna do the sear roast function now. We're gonna go into our chicken function because that's our high pressure. We're gonna go to time cook and we're gonna bring that down to about 6 minutes. And start. My pasta says that it takes 11 minutes to cook. So I know that when I put it in the pressure cooker, I'm gonna need about half that amount of time. So I'm gonna put it in for 6 minutes, even though that's a little bit more than half. I think that should do the trick. And we put a little bit extra water in because the curry sauce that we're using needs just a little bit extra water to make sure that we're gonna have a gravy in the end. So I did add a little bit extra water that you might be thinking, but that was for a reason. Okay guys, our time expired and it's time to let our pressure out. Now we're gonna open her up. Now I'm gonna take about 4 cups of my Normandy vegetables. Okay, so I went with more than 4 cups. That's probably closer to 6 cups. At any rate, it's gonna be about a 4-cup measuring cup full to overflowing with vegetables. And now we're gonna take our frozen vegetables and place them right on top. There we go. And we're gonna push them kind of down into that liquid that we've got going on here. And then we're gonna seal this pot right back up. And then we're gonna stop that. We're gonna go right back into our chicken function. We're gonna take the time cook down to only 1 minute. Now the reason that we do this is because we don't want our vegetables to be super mushy, and if we put them in at the beginning and let them cook for the full time, then we would have really mushy vegetables and nobody wants that. So we're just gonna open it up, stick our vegetables in, let it cook for 1 more minute, and then we'll be adding our seasoning. Okay guys, our time has expired again and it's time to let the pressure out 1 more time. There we go. Okay, open her up again. We've got our vegetables nicely cooked. And we've still got plenty of liquid. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna push everything to the side so that we can get our curry mix down into the liquid in our pot. And now it's time to add our golden curry sauce mix. I'm just taking the wrapper off. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this into squares. And then we're gonna dissolve those squares directly into the liquid in our pot. So we're not gonna stir it all the way through yet. We're just gonna try to dissolve it in our water first. See how it dissolves pretty easily in that water. Kind of turns into a paste. And that's what we needed all this extra water for. Once we get that dissolved, we'll just start mixing it throughout our pot. And there we have it, guys. I've got it all mixed together, although I may have to file this under a partial fail because I think I got a little bit too excited about mixing the whole pot together, and I did not let my curry mix dissolve in the water enough. Because when I mixed it up, I still had some little chunks of that curry mix. So I had to add some more water and keep stirring until I got it all mixed in. I do think I have it fully mixed in. However, I did have to stir it so much that I think I've basically disintegrated my cauliflower and my broccoli. I do have some chunks of carrots left because they didn't disintegrate, but I am a little disappointed about my broccoli and my cauliflower. The thing is though, this might come in handy for me because my kids don't really want to eat the vegetables when I serve them to them. So I think this, putting the vegetables incognito, mixing them in so they can't see them, they might actually eat them. So maybe this is a fail, but maybe this is really just a mom win. I don't know, we'll have to see what they think. And there it is, you guys, chicken curry pasta. It smells really good. Dad's got the kids outside playing today, so I'm gonna have to go get my guinea pigs outside. Guinea pigs!
I love curry. I love curry. I love curry.
It smells so good.
I see the nano pig and the daddy pig and the baby pig and the Mia pig. Hello, pigs. Did you guys have fun playing outside?
Yeah, I'm so hungry.
Who's hungry?
Yay.
Who thinks they should go first?
That looks pretty pathetic.
I think this one does look more pathetic. All right, Mia, you're up. You're super pathetic today. All right, have a taste. You like it? Yeah? You like it?
Ooh.
Sweet. Yes. Thanks,
Oh,
Mia.
it's good. Yeah, it's good.
Jordan, you're up.
I love curry.
What do you think? Does it work as a pasta?
I love curry, so yeah. Bye.
How many thumbs are you gonna give that, Nano?
My information's biased because I love curry.
But does it work as a pasta?
Yes.
All right.
It's really good. I think this is better than rice.
Ooh, thank you. All right, it's between, oh, they're trying to decide who's next. Ooh, looks like Daddy made it. Let's do two out of three.
Wait, let's do 10 out of 3.
Okay, go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ooh, now it's even.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Jaxie's first. Whee, you beat Daddy. Daddy. What do you think of that?
I like it, but he wants something else.
That's not how it works. How many thumbs do you want to give that?
Sideways thumbs.
Sideways thumbs? But is that good or is that bad?
That's kind of good and kind of bad.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Jax. All right, Dad.
Finally.
It's all you.
Jeez. That smells so good. Mm. It does absolutely work as a pasta. That curry mix is always delicious. I think if you're in a hurry and you just need to throw dinner together, this was great.
How many thumbs do you want to give that, Dad? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, man.
It's really good.
Okay, guys, my final thoughts. I thought maybe I had messed up this recipe because I needed to stir those vegetables in so much that they just kind of disintegrated. Next time, though, when I make it, I will not add the vegetables to the pot. I will steam them separately, and after I get the sauce mixed into the noodles and the chicken, then I'll just put the vegetables in and give it a light stir after that. Because I really think that it would have been better if those vegetables had had a little bite left in them instead of just mushing them to pieces while I was stirring them. So that was the only thing that I'd really changed, though. I think this recipe turned out really, really good. I think the pasta with the curry, I wasn't really sure if it would work with this kind of curry. I had tried it at an Indian restaurant actually yesterday. They had a pasta that was a curry pasta, and I thought, wow, that's a really good idea. I'm gonna try that. And it worked out really, really well, except that those vegetables were just a little bit too done. So I think if I steam them separately and add them in, that'll be just perfect. And definitely chicken curry pasta works yummy. So who thought the pasta turned out yummy? Everybody liked it? Yeah. You know, I thought perhaps because I had mixed the vegetables in that it was going to be a fail, but everybody liked it, so I don't think it was a fail. I think the vegetables mixing in just kind of added to the flavor. Even though you couldn't really tell there was broccoli and cauliflower in it, it turned out really, really tasty. So I think I'll do it differently next time, but it was not a fail.
Yeah, cook the noodles just a little bit less so that they're not like...
Yes, that was the other thing I wanted to mention, is that the noodles were just a little bit too done because I had cooked them for the full amount of time the first time, and then I put them back in with the vegetables for another minute, and I think that just overdid the vegetables and it overdid the noodles. So if I cook the vegetables separately and then add them, that would work out much better. Probably time to send you little Smartypantses to bed. So
if you like this video, give it a thumbs up for making this channel strong. Share it with your friends. Good night, YouTube. See you tomorrow. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Poof! Chicken curry pasta was good.